into the world where fashion meets the art, a journey that sparks minds. Each lesson plays a part.
Everything I learned in corporate America prepared me for the classroom. You may think, how? Well, there are just so many things that you learn and experiences that you gain that translate into the classroom. So I worked diligently with my students, and I thought about this because my program is a 4 year fashion marketing program. I had the students from ninth grade through 12th. The very first year is entrepreneurship, and the next 3 years are dual credit. So those things there are challenging. That content is challenging for students. So I work to transition their mindset from thinking of this as just elective, because a lot of you talking about fashion. So you have girls who just really want to do fashion because, oh, I want to model. Oh, I want to design clothes. Or, oh, I just want to shop. I want to style things. But, I had to prepare their mindsets or help them develop their mindsets to think more on a professional level. Um, Even if it's just entry level professional, but just get them to transition your mind. So, being in corporate America allowed me to take some of those things that are, professional corporate things and help them understand what the environment is like. Also, I was able to connect the classroom to real world situations. Sometimes, even like if we were having a meeting for our DECA um, club, or if we were getting together and talking, discussing things for the fashion show, those corporate meetings that I was involved in, that I led, those corporate events that I was overseeing, those are the things that helped me take some of those skill sets and teach them to the students so that they can work from that perspective of leading, collaborating, and all those things. Those are very key things that you do in corporate America. Now, the fashion show is the biggest project that we do. I mean, all of my learning was project based, but the fashion show is the biggest project of them all because you're taking like all the things that you're learning in the class, and you're working with other groups of people. At our school, because it was a magnet school, we had what we call clusters, and now they're career pathways. But we had clusters. So we had over 20 programs that were transportation, aviation, horticulture, floriculture, photography, graphic design, architecture. All of these courses or clusters had 4 year programs. And so we were like a mini city. We were the world's first magnet program. Skyline started that concept, and it has grown into something that's absolutely wonderful, where schools, every school district practically, the larger ones, have a CTE building in a program where people are bused to, or they are um, decide that's where they're going to participate in any kind of career program. So anyway, um, so because we had all these different programs, we had access to various services. We used our graphic design cluster. We used architecture, printing and imaging, the floriculture. We used photography. We had everybody there that we can use as a part of our program. And media, the audio visual cluster was the ones who filmed our fashion show. The photography took pictures. We have floriculture to do flowers and plants and things that we needed for decoration. We had architecture to help us with constructing some of our sets. We had the theater group to actually participate in, the lighting and all the different things that you do stage wise. So we had so many components. And managing that is like managing, I mean, it is managing a major project. So having that project management experience allowed me to take um, those skill sets and bring them to the classroom, set up some structure around producing a fashion show, and then help my students understand leadership. Again, collaboration, delegation, and management. So those were things that I brought into the classroom. Now, for me personally, managing my program was a big project management undertaking for me. And I didn't know at the time that I started teaching what I was getting into. I knew that I was going to be, here's my simplistic idea. Oh, I'm going to help girls understand, what they can do in fashion marketing or in the fashion world and help them transition from high school to college into their fashion programs. That's the simple thought that I had. I can teach them what I've learned, the ups and downs, disadvantages, advantages, all of that kind of stuff. And I'm just share my experience with them. And that's what I was doing. And so little did I know that once I got into my teaching role, that number one, I had to learn the content. I was in a master's program at the time that I started teaching. I had to after that first semester, because I was taking 3 classes, I was like, whoa, hold up. Because I had one, two, three, 5 preps, I believe it was. Yes. Two, four, 6 preps. I had 6 preps. And yeah, it was an undertaking. So I had 6 preps and I was taking 3 college classes the first semester that I started teaching and had never taught before. So everything was new to me. Um, I quickly decided that I would not be finishing on with my college courses that year and that I needed to, my new courses that I was taking were those 6 preps that I needed to learn. And so I quickly had to adapt. And not only was learning the curriculum one of the things that I had to do, I was suddenly thrust into, oh, you're a dual credit teacher. I was like, oh, okay. So then I had to collaborate with the um, college faculty and learn what I needed to do as far as teaching those courses, which was a part of those preps. And then they're like, oh, and you also are a DECA advisor. Now, the person that I interviewed with, and this is interesting, the person that I interviewed with did not know the details of this program. Um, I did an interview with the principal who oversaw the program, who was, um, the person that I reported up to. And the person that interviewed me, did not have the details or specifics of the program. And the reason why is because this program is unique. It is the only program in the district, the Dallas ISD district, that had a 4-year fashion marketing program. And I came to learn that there were no other 4-year fashion marketing programs in the state of Texas. And so um, no one had the blueprint to what it is that I was doing, except for the lady who left the position and had been in it for over 20 years. And she had moved on to a new role that she was having to learn. So she was not necessarily available to um, um, mentor me through this process. So, anyway, um, so I learned I was a DECA advisor. And then I also learned that I was an entrepreneurship teacher and needed to obtain my entrepreneurship teaching certification. I'm like, okay, so you're a new teacher, number one. You teach six preps, you teach dual credit and have to interact with the collegiate the college staff, and you're an entrepreneurship teacher through a entrepreneurship program in which you have to earn your certification for. Um, and then you're responsible for producing this fashion show and engaging with the fashion design side of the program to get that done, as well as all the other little things that you have to do as a teacher. And you're managing field trips, you're managing partnerships, you're managing all these other things. And so that's what I had to do in the first year of me teaching, was me just trying not to drown. And then I had the opportunity over summertime to regroup, to woosah, and come up with a plan. And so my project management kicked in, and it took me 2 3 years to really get that plan working out smoothly with all the components, but it did, and it started to flow, and things started looking very good. We were very competitive at DECA. We had fabulous fashion shows. Everything fell together because I believe the experience that I had as a project manager and all of the real world experience that I brought from the various areas of my career really helped to create an environment for learning and growth. So now, what I'm going to challenge you to do is think about 5 things from your career that you were able to bring into the classroom. What can you use from your prior work experience to inform the students, bring about some structure, and improve your classroom management? What I've learned is that industry experience is the greatest teaching asset. So now share this with a peer and come back tomorrow for more.